Hello everyone, welcome to the case study number 17 on leading and ordered hints. So this was one of the question asked by one of my student in Udemy course about the difference between the leading and ordered hint. So I thought I will make up a video out of this in order to explain the concept better. So before we start, if you have not subscribed this channel, you can click on the subscribe button below and click on bell notification to receive all your notification in the email. So let's start with the case study number 17. I will take a simple example of the select statement. Select E dot first name, E dot last name from departments D, comma employees E, where E dot employee ID is equal to 101 and D dot location ID is equal to 1700 and E dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. So this is a simple join operation between the employees and the departments table, and I have two columns E dot employee ID equal to 101 and D dot location ID is equal to 1700. Now, before we understand the difference between leading and ordered hint, let's see how we want this query to be executed. Now, if we apply the fundamental approach, like I always used in all of my case studies, we should be starting with such a column in the where part of the clause, which qualifies for less number of rows. So e.employee ID is equal to 101 qualifies for only one row because employee ID is the primary key, and d.location ID is equal to 1700 is qualifying for 21 rows in the departments table. So that means we have to start with e.employee is equal to 101, which will fetch one row. This one row will go for the join operation with the d.department ID. Now, since in the departments table department ID is a primary key, this join operation will again retrieve one row. After this join operation, we will filter out d.location ID is equal to 1700 from the result set of this join operation. So this is the order we want to execute. E.employee ID is equal to 101, then go for the join operation and then do the d.location ID is equal to 1700 filter. So this means that I have to start, or I have to first access my employees table, or basically I have to first touch my employees table. So if I want to do that, I will use the hint leading because I want Oracle to start the access method on the employees table first rather than the departments table. Oracle can also do d.location ID is equal to 1700. It will get 21 rows, then do the join operation and then filter out e.employee ID is equal to 101. But definitely this is a lengthiest operation because d.location ID is qualifying for 21 rows. So in order to start with the employees table access first, I will be using the leading E column. So it will tell the order in which the Oracle should execute a query. Now you can also put leading E space D also or N. So for example, there are multiple tables involved in the join operation. You can specify the order in which Oracle should actually access the query. Okay, so you can mention leading E space D, and for example, there is one more table called as locations table and you want to access the location table at the last. So you can put leading E space D space location L. So that is the order in which Oracle is going to access the table. So that is what leading hint does. It will actually access the table based on the order in which it is written inside the leading hint. Now when I put the leading hint clause, this is the execution plan which is going to get generated. And if I see third is the first operation which is going to execute. Now third is nothing but accessing the employees table for employee ID 101, which is what we actually wanted Oracle to do. So it has done the e.employee is equal to 101. After that, second is the table access by index row ID operation which is going to get executed. Now there is a table access by index row ID because it is from the employees table. We also want the first name column. After that, fifth is the operation which is going to execute. That is nothing but scanning the department ID. And if you see, the fifth operation is nothing but your join operation. So this is the join operation which is going to execute second. After that, there is the fourth operation which is going to execute, which is nothing but table access by index row ID. And fourth operation, if you see, that is nothing but you're filtering out the location ID is equal to 1700. So this is the order of operation. Employees is going to access first and then the departments table. Now let us see what order hint is. It is almost similar to the leading hint, but we are not going to specify any order in the hint. It's just that the order in which you written in the from part of the clause is the order which Oracle is going to execute. So the query is same. There is no change. I have just put the ordered hint. So if I put the ordered hint, Oracle will actually start with accessing the departments table, even though it is going to take a longer time. So let's see with the order hint how the execution plan looks like. This is the order. So third is the first operation which is going to execute. So what is the third operation? Accessing the departments table for the location ID is equal to 1700. Now this is going to take expecting 21 rows, and hence it is going to take time as compared to the leading hint clause. But still, since we have put the ordered hint here, it is first accessing the departments table for the location ID is equal to 17. Then fifth operation is going to execute. Fifth operation is nothing but accessing the employees table for 101. That means e.employee is equal to 101 is going to get accessed. So this will give you one row, this will give you 21 rows, and between them there is a join operation between one row and the 21 rows. So later on the hash join is going to get performed between these two result set. That is the d.location is equal to 1700, which will give you 21 rows, and e.employee is equal to 101, which will give you one row. So this definitely is going to take a little bit extra time, but since we have put the ordered hint, Oracle will actually start accessing the table based on the order in which you have written in the from part of the clause, even if the plan is going to be a little poor. So if you want to use the ordered hint, you have to specify the order in which you want to execute in the from part of the clause at the time when you actually start writing your SQL code. So I hope that explains the difference between leading and ordered hint. So leading hint will help you to specify the order in which Oracle should execute a query or should access the table the way you want. And order hint is nothing but again the same thing, but you will be putting the order in the from part of the clause, and Oracle will actually access those table the order in which the tables are written in the from part. So I hope this helped you to understand the difference, and if you like this video, please click on the like and subscribe button, and thank you so much. That will be all for today.